Mario Kart World coming out today. One of my kids' favorite games. They're super excited, so I thought I'd make them a loaf to celebrate. I prepare this loaf by dusting off the Thai rice flour that was in my banneton overnight. Then I spritz it with a little bit of water so my new layer of rice flour will stick to it. And now I'm dusting it with Thai rice flour. And you really want to rub it in. That's going to help our design show up. Notice I got some really cute little cookie cutters off of Amazon, um, so that we can do the star and the mushroom and the lightning bolt. Now I'm using my Poco lame. This is actually one of my favorite. If you keep it at a continuous angle, you can run the wood part right along your bread, and that way you get a nice even depth to all your cuts. This is a really cheap lame, um, and it's one of my favorites. You can get that at Wire Monkey Shop. And if you're hearing some noise in the background, my dogs are going a little crazy today. And the real key is to just try to get an even depth to all your cuts. Now, I like to freeze my loaf as the oven is preheating. That helps it stay set while you're doing your score. A score like this, when you've just used cookie cutters as an outline, really doesn't take very long though. It's nice to have it on a little Lazy Susan or turntable so that you're always scoring at a nice comfortable angle for your hand. Then once I get my design scored, anywhere where I have like the sharp corners, I like to kind of just go through and snip that with the little stork scissors. Those are just sewing scissors, by the way. I purchased them just to do bread. I've never used them as sewing scissors. But I like to kind of just snip those corners to make sure I got it fully cut. Then I baked this for 5 minutes at 430. And now I'm trying my arc lame, and on a loaf that's pre-baked, it is not working well. On raw dough, I have liked it, but for my 5 minute score, it just didn't work out. So now I've switched to my goose lame. Um, I used that one for this score as opposed to the Poco Lam, um, because it's got a longer handle and it's keeping me away from the hot silicone bread mat and the Dutch oven itself. Now here it has finished baking, and that's our final loaf after we uncovered and baked it for a bit. And there go my dogs. Now we're going to paint the loaf. For the yellow, I'm using actually just a little turmeric mixed with water. And this is quite a simple loaf to paint, quite frankly. The star and the lightning bolt just being solid yellow makes it super easy. The other thing when you're painting, the score lines are a little deeper, so it kind of gives you a nice edge, so it's real easy to color within the lines, so to speak. I don't know if you can hear my dogs with their chewies. They're being kind of loud, but that's life, right? Now, for the little beige part of the mushroom, um, I actually just mixed a little ginger with water. What I did is I looked through my spice cabinet and just picked the one that was most similar to the color I was looking for. And I kind of feel like where I put the ginger, I almost just, painted it back to original bread color. And the mushroom on Mario Kart has a white center. And since we've already got Thai rice flour from prior to the bake, I'm just outlining that white center with my red. And for the red, I used a beetroot powder. And again, I just mixed it with a little bit of water. So these are just all natural food colorings. Beetroot powder, if you try to put it on your loaf prior to baking, it pretty much bakes out. Once I mixed it with Thai rice flour and it seemed to work okay and hold the color, but it was more of a pink, a dark pink, if you will, not a vibrant red. I do really enjoy painting sourdough. This is only the second loaf that I have painted. So I look forward to learning more about this technique. And now I'm going to put the eyes on the mushroom. And for that, we're just using dark cocoa powder. And the eyes on the star as well. And again, just dark cocoa powder. If you enjoyed this post, like, share, and be sure to subscribe. Follow me for more recipes, tips, and scoring.